Good afternoon, sir. Could we interest you in some chocolate?
Chocolate? Did you say chocolate?
Yes, sir. With or without nuts.
Chocolate? Chocolate! Chocolate! Chocolate!
Aw, yeah! Are you ready to learn English with one of the most popular cartoons of all time? Well, in today's lesson, we're going under the sea with SpongeBob SquarePants and his friends, Patrick Star, Sandy Cheeks, and Squidward. So we're going to be learning with 3 clips from 3 different episodes, which you might remember if you ever watched this classic series. So, let's dive in.
No, don't hurt us! No, please don't hurt me, please!
Finally! I've been trying to catch you boys all day! Now that I've got you right where I want you, I'd like to buy all your chocolate.
Hey, so we're going to jump into learning with this clip that you've just watched, but I wanted to let you know that we're saving the most important everyday expressions like have mercy on me, spare me, and could I interest you in that we've just seen over on the Real Life English app. This is absolutely the best experience that you can get with these lessons. And you can get the interactive transcript and vocabulary flashcards for free right now by clicking the link down in the description below from your phone. And I'll be telling you more about the app in just a little bit. So we just saw a funny clip where SpongeBob and Patrick are trying to sell chocolate.
Good afternoon, sir. Could we interest you in some chocolate?
This is a polite and friendly way to offer someone something. For example, imagine you're a street artist selling your handmade jewelry. When people walk by to have a closer look, instead of asking, "Are you interested in handmade jewelry?" you could say, "Could I interest you in some of my handmade jewelry?" See the difference? Instead of assuming they're already interested, you're gently offering, and you might spark their curiosity by telling them about the natural materials you used, your unique techniques, and so on. Now in this clip, there was some really nice pronunciation and connected speech, which is how we natives cut, reduce, and link our words together. First off, let's look at how they said the word chocolate.
Good afternoon, sir. Could we interest you in some chocolate?
You can pronounce this word 2 ways. With 3 syllables, like SpongeBob says, chocolate, or with just 2 syllables, which is common in everyday fast speech, chocolate. This is actually true of both British and American English, as is portrayed in the hilarious English comedy show Little Britain.
Chocolate.
Yeah, we sort of had chocolate.
Chocolate biscuits.
Yeah, they're sort of covered in chocolate.
Yeah, that's why he likes them.
Next, try to catch some of the connected speech in this next phrase.
Chocolate? Did you say chocolate?
Could you notice how he pronounced did you? In English, when a word ends with a D sound and the next word starts with a Y sound, they often blend together to make a J sound. So instead of did you, it sounds like did you. Practice your speaking by trying to repeat.
Did you say chocolate? Did you say chocolate?
Awesome, so let's keep going and try to find some more cool expressions in this clip.
Chocolate!
No, don't hurt us! No, please don't hurt me, please!
You know, it's not so easy to catch everything here because they are talking over each other, and the scene is very fast and chaotic. But let's slow it down and focus on 2 important phrases Patrick says.
Chocolate!
No, don't hurt us! No, please don't hurt me, please!
This is a dramatic way of begging someone for kindness when you are afraid they might hurt you. Mercy means kindness or forgiveness when someone has the power to harm you. You probably won't use this phrase much in daily conversation unless you're joking, like when you're losing badly in a game. But let's have a look at this classic scene from The Lion King.
Murderer. Simba, Simba, please have mercy, I beg you. You don't deserve to live.
Chocolate!
No, don't hurt us! No, please don't hurt me, please!
Patrick continues his begging here. To spare someone means not to hurt them or take their life. Spare me is sometimes used less dramatically in casual conversation, often when you want someone to stop messing with you, or when someone is making excuses and you do not care about them. Check out these two examples from The Simpsons where this word is used in different meanings. To spare meaning to save someone's life, and then to stop messing with someone.
Homer, did you barricade the door?
Why? Oh, the zombies. No.
Spare my family. Take me. Take me.
It's all of us, Homer. She's embarrassed by all of us.
No, not at all.
You said I was a chemist. I'm not a chemist.
But you are a chemist. In the way that you deal with the household spills and the way that...
Oh, spare me.
Ah, yeah. So mastering connected speech is absolutely crucial if you want to understand fast-speaking natives and to speak more naturally yourself. So let's check out another connected speech example here.
Finally! I've been trying to catch you boys all day! Now that I've got you right where I want you, I'd like to buy all your chocolate.
The common way to reduce the phrase trying to is trying to catch you. Let's listen again and repeat.
I've been trying to catch you boys all day! I've been trying to catch you. Now that I've got you right where I want you!
Remember we learned about how a D plus Y combination becomes a J sound? Well, something similar happens when we have a T and Y together, but they morph into a Ch sound. So instead of I want you, he says, I want you. Listen and try to repeat.
Now that I've got you right where I want you! Now that I've got you right where I want you!
Now in this next scene, SpongeBob meets with his friend Sandy Cheeks, who's a squirrel who lives underwater in a dome filled with air. Now she invites him for tea, but what SpongeBob doesn't realize is that he can't survive outside of the water. As he dries out, he still tries to maintain his politeness. So let's watch and you can learn some everyday phrases for sounding more polite even under pressure.
You know, you're the first sea critter to ever visit.
I can't imagine why.
Can I get you anything?
Water would be nice.
I'm gonna put these in a vase.
Take your time. I gotta get out of here.
You know, you're the first sea critter to ever visit.
Critter is an informal word referring to a wild animal. So a sea critter refers to any marine creature, like a fish, a crab, or a sponge.
I can't imagine why.
Literally, this means I really don't know the reason. But SpongeBob is saying it sarcastically. Of course there's a reason why no one visits Sandy. Sea creatures can't survive long outside of water. Real quick, according to YouTube, about half of you have not yet subscribed to our channel, and I can't imagine why. It's a great free way that you can support us. I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. You subscribe to us, and in return, we'll continue working hard to bring you fun lessons like this one with your favorite series, like SpongeBob, so that you can reach your goal of understanding fast-speaking natives without getting lost, without missing the jokes, and without subtitles. All right, let's learn a practical, polite expression you can use in your everyday speech.
Can I get you anything?
In the US, as in many other cultures, it's a nice gesture to offer your guests something to eat or drink. Even if you don't expect them to say yes, it shows hospitality and thoughtfulness. So, can I get you anything is a polite way to offer someone something. SpongeBob's response with a conditional phrase, would be nice, also adds extra politeness and is a great one for you to keep in mind. For example, if you're at a friend's house and they offer you a slice of cake, you could respond, that would be lovely. Let's check out another example, and also pay attention to the polite way he turns down the offer.
Can I get you anything?
No, I'm almost done, thanks.
You sure you don't want any lemonade?
Good, thanks.
I'm gonna put these in a vase.
Take your time.
A vase is a container like this, used for holding flowers. By the way, there are two ways you can pronounce this word. It's usually pronounced vase in American English and vase in British English.
I'm gonna put these in a vase.
Take your time.
What do you think take your time means? Be as quick as possible? See how much time it takes you? Don't be in a hurry. Take your time is another polite phrase meaning don't rush or there's no hurry. It's often used to reassure someone that they can go at their own pace without feeling pressured or stressed. You might hear this phrase in many situations. A cashier might say it to a customer who's still looking for their wallet. A teacher could say it to a student who's struggling with an answer. Or a friend might say it when waiting for you to get ready. Now, in the final phrase, we hear from a panicky SpongeBob trying to escape the dry air. There is a ton of connected speech. Listen again.
I gotta get out of here.
First off, you might already know that natives usually smash got and to together into gotta. When we have a T between two vowel sounds, it becomes a flap T, which sounds like a soft D, duh. For example, Americans call butter butter, so got to sounds like gotta. As natives often do, SpongeBob dropped the auxiliary verb have, so we just hear I gotta. Then we have two more flap T's. Get out of morphs into get out of. So altogether it sounds like I gotta get out of here. Now repeat after SpongeBob.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
Hey, I just heard this funny story about the guy who created Notion. You know, the popular productivity app that everyone uses? Well, Ivan Zhao is originally from China, but get this, he actually learned English with SpongeBob. Isn't that awesome?
Another or story I heard is that you learned English by watching SpongeBob SquarePants. Is that real?
Yeah, it's real. I moved to Canada pretty late, 16 years old, and what I learned is, in China you can learn English, but it's typically just grammar and doing exams. What you're missing is the context, the culture. So you have to watch SpongeBob or Simpsons to get a sense of humor, essentially.
I love how he mentioned that cartoons like SpongeBob and The Simpsons were actually his secret weapon for understanding the jokes. Now, if you're nodding your head and you're thinking, yeah, that's totally me as well, I miss like half the jokes, then I have something to share with you that you're going to love. Our Real Life English app is literally a game changer for understanding advanced English and English speaking culture. Trust me, I've learned 6 languages myself, and not having the words that you need is a huge barrier to understanding natives. Total conversation killer. Well, our vocabulary flashcards use an innovative technology that works like magic to help you to understand the expressions you actually need forever. Seriously, the expressions like have mercy on me, critter, and I can't imagine why will stick in your brain like super glue. Want to try it out? Well, just click the link down in the description below from your phone and boom, you'll get access to the whole premium SpongeBob lesson with the interactive transcript and vocabulary flashcards totally for free. And that's just the beginning. You'll discover hundreds of other lessons with your favorite TV series, movies, celebrities, podcasts, and so much more. Trust me, your future English-speaking self is going to thank you. And now let's get ready to laugh with an art class taught by Squidward.
All right, SpongeBob, pay close attention. Look at your marble. Visualize the sculpture within. Then, gently.
How's this, Squidward?
It's beautiful. This isn't a sculpture. A good sculpture takes more time. You can't just sculpt willy-nilly. You gotta go by the book. Follow the rules. Otherwise, you'll never get past amateur hour here. Besides, you got the nose wrong. There. Now it's art.
All right, let's break down the vocabulary. Now, pay close attention to my explanations.
All right, SpongeBob, pay close attention. Look at your marble. Visualize the sculpture within. Then, gently.
To pay close attention means to listen or watch very carefully. It's something a teacher might tell his students before explaining something important, just like I did a moment ago. Then, this hard stone we see here is marble. It's often used for sculptures, statues, and also kitchen countertops. By the way, Famous sculptures, like Michelangelo's David, were made from marble.
Look at your marble. Visualize the sculpture within.
When you visualize something, you might imagine it in your mind. So, Squidward is saying here that SpongeBob should look at this piece of marble and imagine what type of sculpture he can create.
Don't worry about your friends, don't worry about Lucy, focus on what you need to do. Visualize your success, your success.
Look at your marble. Visualize the sculpture within. Then, gently.
A sculpture is a piece of art made by shaping or carving materials like stone or clay into something beautiful. And the verb to sculpt describes the action of creating a sculpture. For example, Michelangelo sculpted the famous statue of David from marble. The word gently means doing something carefully, softly, and without force. It comes from the word gentle, which means kind or mild. You might hear gently in everyday situations too. Close the door gently. Don't slam it. Wash the shirt gently. Be careful not to damage it. And of course, you can speak to someone gently. Check out this example from The Beauty and the Beast.
Please attempt to be a gentleman.
But she is being so difficult.
Gently, gently.
Will you come down to dinner?
No.
Suave, genteel. It would give me great pleasure if you would join me for dinner.
Then SpongeBob excitedly shows his work and asks,
How's this, Squidward?
"How's this?" is a simple way to ask for feedback. You can use it anytime you want someone's opinion on something you're doing or making. Imagine you're preparing a presentation for an important meeting. After creating your slides, you show them to a coworker and ask, "How's this?" hoping they'll give you feedback before you present it to your boss or team.
This isn't a sculpture. A good sculpture takes more time. You can't just sculpt willy-nilly. You gotta go by the book.
Willy-nilly means doing something without a plan or carelessly.
I'm friends with her.
Really? Well, then perhaps you can tell me why, for centuries, only a male heir can be crowned, but now this? I mean, this kingdom has rules, and to change them willy-nilly...
Herman, you're leaning out the window again. Stop tempting fate.
You can't just sculpt willy-nilly. You gotta go by the book.
Now, the opposite of doing something willy-nilly is to go by the book, which means to follow the rules exactly and not improvise.
That cannon of yours is against regulations. In this department, we go by the book.
Follow the rules, otherwise you'll never get past amateur hour here.
So an amateur is someone who does something because they love it, not because it's their job. They might not be a total expert yet, but they're passionate and learning as they go. Now, have you ever heard the expression amateur hour? Amateur hour is a slang expression used when something feels unprofessional or low quality, like it's being handled by beginners rather than by experienced people. Check out this funny example from the Goldbergs.
David Sirota isn't funny. He's ridiculous. Always dancing in the halls and talking trash at gym. And this bit with Mr. Woodburn, amateur hour. Everyone knows making poots is cheap.
Ah, yeah. Great job, guys. Now it's time for your test. So we're going to watch those 3 hilariously nostalgic clips again without subtitles. And to up the ante, which means to add an extra challenge for you, we're going to give you some quiz questions. Let's do this.
Good afternoon, sir. Could we interest you in some chocolate?
Chocolate? Did you say chocolate?
Yes, sir. With or without nuts.
Chocolate? Chocolate! 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 No, don't hurt us! No, please don't hurt me, please!
What could you say if you're asking someone not to harm you? Have mercy. Don't hurt me. Spare me.
You know, you're the first sea critter to ever visit.
I can't imagine why.
When SpongeBob says, "I can't imagine why," what does he really mean?
I get you anything?
Water would be nice.
I'm gonna put these in a vase.
Take your time. I gotta get out of here.
What does it mean to take your time? Be as quick as possible. See how much time it takes you. Don't be in a hurry.
All right, Spongebob, pay close attention. Look at your marble. Visualize the sculpture within. Then, gently.
Find the synonym for the word visualize. Ignore, imagine, identify.
How's this, Squidward?
It's beautiful. This isn't a sculpture. A good sculpture takes more time. You can't just sculpt willy-nilly. You gotta go by the book.
Can you explain willy-nilly in your own words?
Follow the rules, otherwise you'll never get past amateur hour here. Besides, you got the nose wrong. There. Now it's art.
Which of the following phrases is closest in meaning to amateur hour? Excellent work, complete mess, focus training. So that's a wrap. Don't let all the great expressions that we learned today slip away. You can get access to all those fantastic learning tools for free by clicking the link down in the description below on your phone now. Your future English-speaking self will be seriously grateful. And if you're sticking with us here on YouTube, then I recommend that you check out this lesson next.
Happy birthday, Brittany. How do you want to celebrate? Do you want me to sing your birthday song? Or do you want me to shoot Sideshow Bob out of a cannon?
The cannon! The cannon! The cannon! The cannon! The cannon!
You're doomed, Sideshow Bob.
I know we haven't had much luck shooting you out of this cannon, but maybe that's because we haven't used enough gunpowder. Brittany, do the honors.